Imagine this. There's a man who doesn't launch rockets anymore. Instead, he launches words into the sky. He doesn't chart the surface of Mars, but he maps the terrain of loneliness with a single line of poetry. He doesn't design Teslas. He designs metaphors that twist and turn through the human mind. And his name is Elon Musk. But what if Elon Musk were a poet? Would poetry still be about pure feeling? Or would data have a place too? Would pens still run with ink or with electricity? This is a journey between fact and fiction, and maybe, just maybe, the beginning of a new era where poetry gets a whole new definition. Elon's approach to poetry? Way different than your typical poet. He wouldn't just write about love from the heart, he'd scan the brain. He might ask, is a heartbeat enough to prove you're in love? Or do your neurons have to sync up too? His first book? Probably called Entropy and Eros. The next? The Circuit of Longing. He wouldn't write with algorithms. He'd write with real emotion. But yeah, he'd still map those emotions like a science project. One of his poems might go, I whispered to the void, and it answered in code. Not zeros and ones, but sighs and stardust. See, Elon wouldn't see emptiness as loneliness. He'd see it as potential. For him, poetry wouldn't be an escape. It'd be a blueprint. Now let me ask you this. Is poetry just about feeling? Or is it about capturing feelings in a way others can feel them too? You better believe Musk would host poetry workshops. And he'd kick things off with something wild like, can AI really feel emotion? If a robot told you it loved you, would you believe it? He wouldn't just look at the words. He'd dig into what they meant, and maybe he'd even say, poetry is the last shared language between humans and machines. At one of his poetry readings, you wouldn't hear cliché love lines. You'd hear emotion wrapped in cosmic math, like, as time bent in a black hole, I thought of you. Or, we made it to the moon, but never really made it inside ourselves. That kind of poetry, it would hit both the scientist and the dreamer. And it wouldn't just sound pretty. It'd do something. It would mean something. One day, someone asks Elon, why does poetry matter to you so much? And he just says, with tech, I touched the stars, but with poetry, I touched my own heart. Now think about this. Could a poem you write, or even one you read, actually change the world? Could a single word build a child's dream? Could one line help AI understand what it means to be human? And here's the big one. Could a poet one day save humanity? If Elon Musk really were a poet, his books wouldn't just be on shelves. They'd be floating in space capsules, living inside AIs, and tucked deep inside our hearts. So what do you think? Is poetry still just a school subject to you? Or is it possibly the language of the future? Let us know in the comments. And if this made you feel something, even a flicker, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because who knows? Next time, Elon Musk might just be a musician.